Post consistently or just post something every day is the worst advice in real estate marketing. Here's why. Every single day is an opportunity to connect with people, whether that's in person, in virtual meetings, or on your social media channels. As a real estate agent, these are all important pieces of your lead funnel, but if you're just posting lazy content on your social media just to have something to post, your audience is going to get fatigued. They're going to start skipping your posts, and your opportunities for building real connections are going to suffer. Let's talk about the 5 consistency traps that I've seen the most realtors fall into, starting with posting without purpose. Random real estate photos and graphics do not equal brand building. I'm coming out swinging because I see this so often. This is not going to sit well with a lot of you, but posting your brokerage's December home maintenance checklist graphic is not building your brand. The difference between activity and strategy is you might have an active social media presence, but you're only posting pre-made graphics, a lot of home tours, or some behind the scenes. But if your audience doesn't see the end product, like professional listing photos and videos, closing day, client testimonials, ultimately success stories of clients who have worked with you, you might look like a realtor who has a lot of time on their hands that's just touring homes all day. Here's why I think 3 strategic videos beats 20 random posts. If you didn't catch our recent video, we talked about a 3 video framework to blow up your social media presence, and that includes educational content, listing media, and personal brand content. Engaging with your audience using this 3-pronged approach is much more strategic than 20 homeowner tip graphics because it shows who you are, what you do, and why you do it. And ultimately, that's why people are going to choose you to represent them when they buy or sell their home. Mistake number 2 that I see is the quality sacrifice. What happens when you DIY real estate videography every day? You get low quality content. You're only chasing trends. We'll come back to that one in a minute. You took the time to film, but you don't want to edit, so you're always posting just the low effort behind the scenes content. Here's what professional real estate media looks like compared to consistent mediocrity. It looks like batch filming content 1 or 2 weeks at a time in a matter of 4 hours or less. Filming a variety of content from personal to educational to scroll stopping listing media. On to mistake number 3, and this is probably the one I see more often than any other. I call it burnout city because we've all been there. Here's the cycle. I'm going to walk you through it real quick. You start strong because you know having good content is important. And then, because you have such good content, you get busy. And when you get busy, you don't have time for strong content and you disappear. You go silent on social media, you stop posting, you stop contacting people, and then what happens? You have to start over when things slow down. The real time cost to doing content yourself is, potentially 10 hours a week. You're driving to different listings, different events, setting up your gimbal and microphone, and trying to make the most out of selfie videos and walkthroughs because you're a one-man band. This isn't a bad place to start if you have the hustle and the time, but eventually you're gonna get more clients and you're going to have to choose what's the best use of your time. You could be multiplying content with a pro and batch filming videos to get more bang for your buck, but instead, we often get stuck in the mindset of, if I only had more time. If you're trying to build your brand for longevity and become a consistent top producer, you have to choose which things are truly worth your time and which ones you just need to outsource. The top agents we see on social media, we all know their names. They don't just hire a videographer, they work with creative teams to take the creativity and production off their plate so that they, as an agent, can show up, film their videos, move on to the next thing while maintaining a high quality presence where everybody knows their name. The 4th mistake I see is algorithm chasing. Posting for the algorithm instead of posting for actual humans that you actually know. It's tempting when you see a viral real estate video to go out and try and replicate it. But if you're seeing it, the truth is likely that that wave has already happened. Try to iterate off of that idea, make it your own, but don't feel the pressure to chase every single real estate trend. Here's why viral real estate videos do not equal closings. Posting trending videos should just be a part of your social media strategy. If you're the funny realtor, but you don't show any success stories or behind the scenes of the work you're doing to represent your clients. How likely is it that your audience is going to trust you for one of the biggest financial decisions of their lives? And here are the metrics that actually matter for agents. The numbers that you really need to pay attention to on your social media accounts, and it's not really a number, is which videos and posts are people commenting on to you, talking about when they see you in person. This kind of analysis and reflection gives perspective to not just what your audience is seeing, but what's sticking with them. Take a look at those pieces of content and do more of those. It might not be what the entire world is going crazy over, but it's what your audience is connecting with. And that's what really matters when you're trying to convert your viewers into clients. The fifth and final mistake I see is having no content bank. If you're creating and posting content yourself, there's a good chance you're going out and filming 1 or 2 things a day and then posting them the next day and the day after. You don't have a long-term view or a bank of content that you can keep drawing from, or even evergreen content that you can post more than once. Here is the strategy that we suggest to all of our agents: batch and bank. We create a month of content in 1 day of filming. Before we even step on site to film, we've had a strategy meeting or a content call. In the morning, we're filming long form educational content for YouTube that can also be cut up and repurposed for short form vertical content to share on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, even YouTube Shorts. That gives us 12 pieces of content to share over time just from the morning session. After that, we spend a couple hours or even less filming 4 to 8 pieces of personality content. And finally, we're wrapping up the day filming an icon package where our agent is once again going to show up in front of the camera, engage with their audience while showing how well they market their listings. From just this one full day, our agent now has 23 days of content featuring all 3 types of content that you need to have to really connect with your viewers, and they don't have to do any more work. So here is the consistency that actually works. Strategic consistency versus calendar consistency. 3 to 4 high quality planned posts per week beats daily scrambling. If you can't afford to post 5 times a week, don't. It's not worth filling up your social media channels with low engagement, low quality posts just to check something off your list for the day. One tool that we use personally to maximize our time and posting is Metricool. No, we're not sponsored. It's just a great service where you can schedule your posts in advance. We like to do this on Fridays when media appointments are a little slower, and it allows us to schedule our posts for next week or the week after when we might be busy. Set aside time on your slower days to intentionally focus and schedule your content. And an investment in real estate media production equals consistent output without the burnout like we looked at earlier. I realize not everyone is at a stage in their real estate career where you can afford to offload a whole month of content production. My advice, if I was telling a new agent where to invest their money in real estate media, start by investing in the best listing media you can. This is the content that's going to convert your viewers into leads and your leads into buyers and sellers the quickest. They'll view you as an authority who knows what you're doing when marketing a home. This is the ultimate goal: to land listing appointments, walk in, and crush them with strategy and statistics that make you a no-brainer. Then, secondly, I would start investing in the small stuff. Hire someone to come up with ideas for you. You can spend less than 2 hours filming and get a week's worth of personality content. Then work your way up to filming professional educational videos and client testimonials and success stories. These are the last piece of the puzzle financially, in my opinion, but it's incredibly important in building your credibility and your authority in real estate. The way we do this with our clients is offering what we call our VIP pass. It's set up so that they always get the highest quality content across all 3 types: personality, listing, and education, while saving up to 25% off standard pricing. I think about this saying all the time in my business: if you want to go fast, go alone. And if you want to go far, go together. As a real estate agent, you have a lot of plates to spin and a lot of responsibility on your shoulders for each and every transaction. You didn't get into real estate to build a social media empire, but the truth is, Every day it's becoming more of a necessity to build a consistent, high quality presence online. You don't need more time to make consistent content. You just need a great partner, someone to go far with together. Not all videographers or media companies are built the same. Some might specialize in listing media, some might be better at personality content, but you need someone who can just come alongside you and take some of those plates off of your hands and free you up to do the business that brings you more business. Don't get stuck in a cycle of consistent mediocrity. Offload the creative work and invest when it makes sense, and watch for the return as your audience grows and builds more authentic connections.